Meme Cork.
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 What's up? Are you Colin?
Yeah.
No shit.
Pleasure to meet you.
What's up? Yeah, holy crap. Nice to meet you, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I can't believe I'm here, and I can't believe I'm actually meeting you in Salt Lake.
It's insane that you came out here for the day.
Dude.
I find that that's so interesting, bro. It's so cool.
Do you want to introduce yourself to the people out there?
I could do that, yeah.
Yeah. Who are you and why should we care about you? That's my normal start.
I ask myself that every day. But my name's Colin Odell. Many people know me as Meme Cork. I guess that's my claim to fame.
Your claim to fame?
I'm just a pretty average guy. I like skiing. I do a lot of, I would say, media production, music, all sorts of stuff now. But
Okay.
I was kind of the infamous nobody in the ski area of things for a while.
Yeah.
I would say. There's not too much to me, I guess. Maybe I'm a little mysterious.
Ooh, well we're gonna get into some of the mystery today.
Yes, we will. We'll
While
figure it
doing
all
some
out.
dubs.
Some dubs.
Are you gonna drop any dubs?
I'll drop a dub for you.
I'll drop a dub progression. So, Mr. Cork. Can I call you Mr. Cork?
If you would like. I've been called, I mean, most people back in the heyday of it would just call me Meme Cork all the time.
They just call you Meme Cork?
And I started identifying with the name, and then I was like,
Do you have an identity crisis?
I was like, am I Meme Cork or am I Colin?
Who am I?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it was kind of funny, and people still do that. I actually worked at Woodward over the winter.
Really?
And then people would come up to me on the hill that ski and also work there, and they'd be like, Meme Cork, what's going on? I'm like, I've never met these people when I first started.
You're famous, dude.
Yeah. It's just somehow word gets around. I haven't even ran it for a solid
year and a half.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
And then it's just funny that it looms over you for so long.
Yeah. Well, I want to get into the Meme Cork, but before then I want to talk about growing up in Telluride and where you're from, and then skiing, because your love of skiing probably contributed to making Meme Cork.
Yes.
Which became what it was because of your passion. And that's the thing, and we talked about that earlier in the car, but without the passion and without all that stuff, you can't make something great.
Yes.
You have to want to make it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously you have to want to make it, but the more you love it, the more that'll show within what you're creating.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe, when I was younger, my grandma told me, if you're gonna do something, don't do it half-assed.
Yeah.
So, might as well make it quality.
Yes, and that's why I'm here and we're not doing this over Zoom.
Yes, exactly. He's a great example of that, because he flew out, I think, just for the day,
For about 5 hours.
Yeah, and just for this, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So that's dedication.
Heck yeah, dude.
In its own right.
But so yeah, you're from Telluride, which is in western Colorado.
Yeah, it's the bottom left corner, where Denver's top right.
When you grew up in Telluride, how many people, tourists that came to town, were like, oh my God, you live here? That's the craziest thing ever. Did that happen to you a lot?
Meme Cork wise?
No, not Meme Cork wise. Just as a kid there.
Oh,
Because in Steamboat, when I grew up in Steamboat, when people found out I was a local, they'd be like, holy crap, I can't believe you live here.
No, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah. In terms of that, people would always just I'd ride the gondola, because they have the gondola there, and then you kind of just get to talking with people, because it's you're in there for the long ride, might as well.
Before, people would stare at their phones and not talk to each other.
Yeah, and they're like, where are you from? You're like, oh, I was born and raised here. They're like, oh, they think you're the luckiest person in the world to be able to live.
I mean, it's pretty, on the luck scale, it's pretty far up there.
It is.
Yeah.
And you don't really realize it until you don't live there.
Yeah, same.
Especially growing up.
Totally. I didn't have it until, I left when I was 18, 19.
Okay.
Where it was oh, that was super cool.
Yeah.
Because when it's all you know, it's hard to take it for what it is, because it's so.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Now looking back, it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
I miss it, and I want to go back all the time. But at the time, I was like, nah, I don't think I ever want to go back. I'd rather live in New York or something.
Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. The classic small town wanting to leave.
Yeah.
And then, dude, the amount of people that leave small, how many people from your town go to CU Boulder and then they'll probably end up living in Telluride again?
Okay, a good portion of people from Telluride High School go to CU Boulder.
Yeah.
Like that's like probably the biggest batch of kids, and then you get your Ivy Leaguers.
Your Dartmouthers.
Yes, there actually was a kid that went to Dartmouth.
Yeah.
It was very nice, but Boulder, and then I would say a good portion moved back actually afterwards. Like I know a few people that are like have graduated in the past couple of years and they're already back there. Yeah. And they have like dogs and they're just living it up in Telluride.
It's because it's kick ass.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And then I would say he's like one of my coaches growing up, or when I was already kind of growing up, like I was 16, 17, but he had graduated Boulder and he had moved to Telluride. And like he's living the dream out there now. Yeah. But it's like just another college student from Boulder. Yeah,
that's super chill. But so you grew up skiing because that was probably like one of the only things to do, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like, because I think not a lot of people understand that, it's like there's no other option. Like I don't know what you would do during the winter besides ski.
Yeah, exactly.
So then people end up skiing and it's such a big part of being like a mountain town kid.
Yes. Yeah. I would agree. I snowboarded for like 6 years. I didn't do it too much. And then like, I think Gus Kenworthy went to the Olympics and everyone was watching.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
2014, that was the year of skiing for me.
Yeah. Really?
I think I like done it a few times when I was younger. Maybe like 1, 2, I don't even remember. I just remember falling on a magic carpet. But I saw like park skiing in particular because everyone in the town was watching his Olympic runs, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but that's really cool, and I want to do that. Yeah. And so that's how I got into like freestyle and just skiing.
Do you want to explain to people that may not know what like park skiing is, like essentially how it works?
Yeah.
So you have like normal skiing, and then what's park skiing?
So park skiing is more, it's kind of like skating, but in like a ski style. Like you have your rails, your jumps, half pipes. It's kind of just like a extreme sports playground for skiing. Basically like gymnastics, but on like skis.
So then you started doing park skiing. You started skiing park when you were 14?
14. Or I did 1 year just normal skiing. Okay. Because my parents didn't want me to go into the park right off the bat.
Why is that?
Because I probably shouldn't have. I'd probably injure myself. Yeah. So I was like, all right, we'll do that. And then like I just went straight into park, and like I didn't really have too many fundamentals. I just kind of started like
sending it.
Yeah. Sending it and kind of getting bodied and like figuring it out as I went. But I don't know. It was an enjoyable like thing because it gave me like passion to do something like all throughout high school. And so.
And what? How did that passion manifest within high school? Like, what were you doing? Were you competing, or were you training in different places, or what did you do?
I wasn't like too like high up on the competition scene. I just enjoyed skiing. Yeah. And like having friends, meeting people, like when I can, going to new resorts. And then I was always more interested in like the film aspect of like just content creation for skiing, and like.
Why was that?
I don't know, like because at the start when I had first started, I had like joined the team with a bunch of kids that had been doing it. They were already doing like Cork 7s, Cork 9s.
And what were you doing?
I was trying to learn how to land 3s properly. Dude. And like slide a rail.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. I have a similar backstory as you. The common trend for a lot of skiers when you're younger is if you don't meet the standard. I mean, I don't know a lot of skiers that just right off the bat had a passion for film over skiing. Like for me, it was like, I can't ski as well as them, so I should try filming.
That's exactly what it was, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm not on the level, and I don't really want to film myself or make edits with them because I'd be that kid. Yeah. So until I get that good, I'm just going to film them and make edits. Yeah. And like at the time, they were kind of crappy edits. It was like GoPro Hero 3.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
So I was just out there with like an actual, like, I think it was like helmet mount, but I just used it as a stick. And I was like trying to keep, and there's no stabilizing. So I was just, if you like look at the old videos I made, they're all just like shaking everywhere on the GoPro, but it was fun.
Things were different back then.
It is. And now these things, now stabilizing, and you don't even need a gimbal anymore for them.
No, you really don't. Yeah. I do follow cam stuff too, and we stopped using gimbals like a year ago.
Dang.
I'm just useless. You started filming with your friends, and did that enable you to be like part of that? Like for me, that was like I couldn't hang with the cool cats.
Yeah.
But like I felt like I could because they wanted me to film them, so I felt like wanted.
Yeah, that's how it was at first, but as I got better, I felt like I was more of like a skier with them.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like they're pretty burly kids, so like they're always like they have dubs and whatnot. And I think I hurt my knee actually in Park City doing a dub on the airbag, so I didn't want to. I was like, all right, I'm not going pro. I don't want to just yeet my dubs and pray, but I get that. Yeah, that's kind of how it was at the start.
Yeah, and then when did that? So you say at the start you were like that. When did it turn from that to something that you're like, oh, I want to do this for what it is now, like for film?
Okay. I don't know. I just always had like a knack, or just like a basic enjoyment for like content creation. Like I always just like, it's almost more fun to like take photos and videos of people skiing than it is to like go hard myself, if that makes sense.
Why? When did you have that switch? And what, like, can you describe that feeling of why you like capturing more than being the participant?
Yeah, I think it was always kind of like that, but I definitely, like, when I was younger, I was like trying to see like what avenues I could take my skiing to. But obviously, as you said, the level is so high.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah. And
you have like kids doing triples when they're like 14.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you need like so many different resources if you really want to like get to the top. So I think at a point I was just kind of like, all right, like I don't think I'm going to be going to the Olympics, but I think I would actually like rather enjoy just kind of like sitting back, cruising, having fun, and just like making dope edits of my friends.
Yeah.
Or just like photos, whatever they need.
Yeah, I totally agree. Were you into photo or video first?
It started video.
Okay.
And then
with GoPros and stuff.
Yeah, because I didn't have an actual camera for a while. And then my mom got me like off like a local sweet deal page, like a used Canon T3 for like $200.
Yeah.
And like I had that for a while. And I started really getting into like photography at that point. And then that camera kind of broke, so for like a few years I didn't do it. And then I think about last year, actually like about this time last year, I got like my new camera.
And why did you decide to get back into it after that one camera broke?
Kind of like, I don't think we talked about it on camera, but like I was kind of down in the dumps. I was kind of like back home after school trying to figure everything out.
Yeah.
And I had like realized like I really missed like doing photography. And so I was like, you know what would be cool to do right now? Photography.
Why did you leave college in the first place too? So you said your degree was what?
It was like media production and business oriented. I've always just been like a more like self-motivated kind of person.
Okay.
And so like even in high school I struggled a lot, but I could have done it, but
school?
I tend to gravitate towards things I'm more passionate about, or I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And so like school for me was not very...
Was not your passion?
Yeah. Even though like in college there were some interesting classes, it's just like the whole grade system and what you call it. And it kind of messed with me a bit.
Yeah.
And so I was like, and this was around the same time Memecork was kind of popping.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know, there's a lot of things going on, and I just started it all started to build up, and it just kind of boiled over.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of had like a breakdown because...
And what year were you at that point?
Like, I was just a freshman.
Oh, so you just did your freshman year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I know a lot of people have their own things going on, like everyone has anxiety.
Yeah.
People have depression, but I've been prone to it the last few years, and it kind of all just built up. And it's like you're entering that new world. So like when you're 18, 22, or even like into your 30s almost sometimes, like you just never really, like you're not gonna have it figured out. And you kind of, I feel like people put pressure on themselves to figure everything out. And so I don't know, I just kind of like broke down, it all built up, and I just needed a break from everything. So like I stopped Memecork. I think I stopped it, but I posted one more meme in the summer because I thought I was gonna start again, but then I was like, not a good idea right now. So I went home, just kind of lived it up and like chilled, like figured myself out, and then like regained like my mental capacity to figure out what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I decided like I really liked Utah because that was like my second option coming for college. But I was like, I really liked it there, and I probably should have gone there to begin with. So then I just like kind of kicked it off and decided like I'm going to Utah. Skiing will be much more accessible because it's like 30 minutes, no I-70 traffic. And it just all worked out, and like it's so much better out here than I thought it was in Boulder.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't have any reservations about coming here.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you found your place here.
Yeah, sorry for the rant.
No, rants are good. That's what I guess that's what this is about, you know?
Yeah.
Ranting.
Okay. Ranting.
Tell me about your life. But should we hit the tramps, brah?
I'm down.
Let's go hit the tramps, and then we'll talk about Meme Cork.
Meme Cork.
Meme Cork. Colin's fully sending. Hey. Hey. What was that?
Bio 10 maybe? I'll send the dub.
Hey. Switch 12. Oh. Good shit, dude. Hell
Holy
yeah.
crap.
Dude, this kid's throwing a pad. What's he gonna rip? What do you say? What do you think he's gonna do?
What's he ripping? I think double front flip.
Oh! You good, bro?
Double Lincoln. Oh, he's fine. He's like 10.
They're invincible.
He could break his arm and be better by tomorrow.
Mr. Cork.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind talking about Meme Cork and how it became what it is? Give me, like, I want to hear detailed story. Even if we're like driving back in the car, I want to hear detailed,
like all of it,
everything you got.
Oh gosh, all right. It all just kind of started, and like I had no intention of it being this like all for seeing like meme page that got so like idolized and everyone knew.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like sitting around one day in my mom's house in my bed after like skiing, and I was like, I just wanted to make. I just had an urge to make memes. Like I can't even like describe it. And I just wanted to like have a joke page because like I found ski memes really funny at the time. I'd always send them to my friends.
Yeah.
And it was like, I feel like someone could be doing this a lot better. But like it wasn't like a goal. Like I was like memes and skiers cork.
Yeah.
So that's Meme Cork. And then I went on like this Instagram page called @GetCorked. And that's like Joss and like all these like pro skiers, usually Park City.
Yeah.
But it's like their shit page, so they'll just post like raunchy content, like on comps and there's just a picture of Tornator Wallace, who was a pro skier out of Aspen, and at the time he was like one of my more favorite skiers, and so I just took that photo of him, put it in there like the day of, named it Meme Cork, and I think I cooked up like 10 memes in one night.
Yeah.
And just posted them so it looked like I had been going, because I just didn't want to do like one. And then like I think I like woke up the next day and it already had like 100 followers, and like I think there were like a few pros already just like tagging their friends.
Who were the first pros that were following you?
I think I made a meme about like Liberty skis being associated with Team Canada.
Yeah.
And I got like a lot of like Canadian professional skiers that were like commenting on it, and then I don't know, it just like blew up from there. And like before I knew it, I think within like a week or two, I had 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I need to keep this rolling. Like, and it just like, it was insane.
And how often were you posting to keep up the followers coming in?
In the beginning, I was going for every day and like sometimes 2 times a day.
Yeah.
But then it became like a rule. It's like 1 meme a day, 1 solid meme.
Yeah.
And then like as it like, and that was like for the first like year that it was around, it was just all 1 meme, 1 meme, 1 meme. Sometimes I felt generous 2 memes. Maybe I'd miss a day, but I try to make up for it in different ways.
Yeah.
But then as it got like to be an older account, I started like posting less, obviously. And then like again, like as I said earlier, like one day it just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
I can get way more into everything about it.
I want to hear. We're gonna tramp a little bit more first.
That was like the brief timeline.
Yeah. And then we'll get into each little thing.
Yes.
But no, I want to see some more trickage.
There's lots of stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh look, we got a nice Meme Corking next to us. Woo! 1 backflip with the GoPro. Selfie stick. Yeewbra. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, fully corked.
Hell yeah, dude. Woo.
So you got 100 followers after how long?
I think a day or like a night.
A night.
It was crazy.
That's insane.
I don't even know how.
How is that possible?
Whew.
Did you follow, like, did you have a strategy with it? Or
No.
were you like, did you follow like professionals, and then how did it even go about happening really?
Like I followed like 400 people to make it look like I knew people or like was active. Like I just wanted to make it look like it was active.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of them followed me back. And it just kind of, it took off from there. And then like, I guess those people were sending it to their friends. I'm sure it all got around through like DMs and stories, but like, I guess like, it's just kind of like that web of expansion. Like one person shares it, 3 other people see it.
Yeah.
They interact, they follow, they send it to their friends follow. And then before I know it, I have like basically the entire like core, like if the way I would know people are real skiers is if they followed my account. Like
that's a little biased, isn't it? You're not a real pro unless you follow me.
No, like because anyone that was like core and like in that vicinity,
in the culture,
yeah, would know what it was. And like that's, so I like ended up just having like all those people, whether they hated me, whether I made fun of them, whether they loved them. Most people liked them. Like, I didn't actually have very many issues with it, despite me being edgy all the time with it. But like, oh, you get to meet like a bunch of cool people. I met like plenty of pro skiers just traveling. I'd run into them. Like, I think like I even met like Oystein Broughton at Mount Hood.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
And I gave him a sticker, and he was like super stoked. And then the next day, like I came back, I was eating lunch at like the lodge or something. I forget where I saw him, but he came up and he had it like smacked on the back of his phone.
Really?
Just like Memecork.
Oh.
And that was like surreal that like Oystein Broughton, like this insane skier, he won Olympic gold for slopestyle in 2016. It's just like repping Memecork.
Yeah.
On his
phone.
Yeah.
In his pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then like people would like seek me out, like sometimes like pros would tell other pros like who I was, and then they would like approach me. I'm like, I've been watching you since I was in middle school, but like I feel like I should be the one like
approaching you.
Yeah. And it was just weird.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like,
the Mr. Cork is gonna do a Mr. Dub Flat.
Ready?
Yeah, bro, rip it.
Get it, bro. Yeah.
Dub flat, let's go. Hey! Yeah, buddy.
It's been a minute.
All right, he buried me. You won the set. Congratulations.
Oh, I just want to do it for the podcast. that's for you guys.
Got to do it for the kids out there watching. All the kids out there, follow your dreams.
Exactly.
Make a skiing Instagram meme account that is followed by everyone in the industry.
Remember, kids, if you can't go pro at skiing, just make an Instagram account making fun of pro skiers. Same thing.
And you will succeed. Maybe not, but you will try. And we had a great time tramping at this here Woodward Park with all the Groms.
Woodward Park City is where it's at.
Freaking 5 out of 5 on Yelp. She was a beaut. Yeah. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this with you.
Oh, thank you for coming.
It's been
like
so fun.
I didn't do anything. I live here. Max like flew out here. He like got food. He got all of this like figured out, and it's just, I'm honored. So thank you.
Yeah, dude.
That was dope.
Hell yeah.
That you were able to do that.
Oh my gosh, so worth it.
And all because I started posting memes at 3 a.m. in my room.
Yeah, now you have people flying out to see you. That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like anything can happen. That's all that matters. It's like it's like things you don't even expect just happen.
Yeah.
And like out of nowhere, like one day you're something, the next day you're Memecork.
So we were talking earlier about just the internet and stuff off camera, and when I was talking about that, that's what I mean. Like I just like know.
Yeah.
I like really like the internet, but I also don't like parts of it. But
that's how it goes.
Yeah, I know, that's how it goes. That's how everything goes. You have love-hate relationships with it. But
life,
so
yin yang,
life,
balance.
yeah.
Life is balance.
Truth,
everything
dude.
is like, if you can't have too much of good, too much of bad, too much of one thing, too much of the other.
Yeah.
Or it's all out of array.
Yeah. But so you mentioned with like those internet people that you talked about, and you said how that happened kind of with Meme Cork. So what were you doing that was different, and why did people gravitate towards wanting to share that with each other?
Honestly, I still ask myself, like, why, because there were other ski meme pages.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it was. Like, people, I guess I thought, I didn't think I was that funny, but I guess people thought I had like a good sense of humor. And I guess I was like really appealing to people.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was also like really interactive with everything. Like, I would try and respond to like every DM I got.
Yeah.
Like, since I've stopped, I have like a ton that have just added up and I just can't go through them. But at the time, I would like try and respond to everything. I would like everyone's comments. I would read, like I would respond to comments, good or bad. I could be like edgy sometimes in my response and get people going. But.
Yeah. And as far as your posting strategy with the memes themselves, so you said earlier you like picked on skiers and whatnot, and also like you picked on the culture. So it would be like, there was a couple I saw where it would be like Big Mountain Skier Starter Pack, and then it was like IFSA with
Actually, you just revoked the memory.
Yeah, okay.
Because like that's why I started it, because all my Big Mountain friends in Telluride were telling me like, park skiing doesn't count. Like Big Mountain is real skiing.
Yeah.
Like, and they just kind of would like, they would mess with you. And I would just like slightly irked me more and more and more. And I think that's literally like maybe the first meme I like posted was like about that. And that's like what kicked it off. So that's literally why I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
See, it comes back.
There you go.
Forget.
Yeah. Talking it through. But so yeah, what was your goal with it? Like, obviously it's like just to make people laugh, but like which people did you decide to pick on and why?
I would just kind of like I'm pretty knowledgeable like in terms of like following things and memorizing things
in the ski community and
so
whatnot.
Like as it was first getting started, I just kind of started making memes about like what I thought was like going on and my perspective on it.
Yeah.
And I guess that really worked for people because clearly people enjoyed it. And then like as I got bigger and like more notorious or infamous, if you even want to say, like I just started to like talk to more people and get to like meet more people, which is almost like the most important part of like what I did, because like I got to meet so many like people that I like idolized or like talk to them at least over Instagram, and just like really get to like pick people's minds. And like I think I was telling you earlier, I met like Oystein, I met like all these pros, and like they're like, "You're Meme Cork," and I'm like, "Wait, you know me?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to know you, right?" Yeah, feel free to turn that thing down.
It's just pretty loud, yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. It's my job to know the little details like that.
All right.
What would you say were your milestones as far as your growth, and how did you change? Did your content change? Did your style change as you grew? And did people ever get really offended to the point where you're like, oh, I didn't mean to like make this hurt people that much, or did you not care if that happened, or what was that kind of circumstance?
I feel like with great power comes great responsibility. And I definitely didn't get the message like earlier on. Like I was just kind of poking the bear like as much as I wanted. And then I kind of like started to like, I feel like almost mature more, because I was coming into like a time where I was like figuring my life out and like becoming more independent from when I had started it, and I was still kind of at home just like with my friends like messing around with it. But yeah, so like there actually wasn't a lot of beef. Like there was like lots of conversation over stuff with like pro skiers, people in the industry, like just to garner their opinion, or they would reach out to me and like talk to me about like different topics pertaining to memes or just in general.
Yeah.
But I think there's only one time I really like got put under the gun, and it was like pretty early on, and it was like, I think it was a meme making fun of like female skiing. I don't even remember which one. I know Steve Stepp's in it to me, and like Steve Stepp's like the OG like ski troll.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And like that was like one of my first contacts with him. He's like, "Here's a meme to post if you want," and I was like, Steve Stepp sent me a meme. Like I have to post it. And it ended up like, so this one pro, I think her name is Sierra Quitiquit. She's like at Sierra on Instagram. She had seen the meme, and she had like, I guess responded in a way like in multiple posts. And she's verified and like you know, big. And I was legit, like, And she like started talking about it, and I kind of just kept poking the bear. But like I can't even remember the drama, but there's aspects of it that she was in what I felt was fabricating. So I kind of like came back with my own statement, and I don't think she was really prepared, because it's like it's just a meme page.
Yeah.
But like I can be, I'm very articulate with words, and like arguing I'm very good at. So I kind of like clapped back extremely hard, just like on my story, and then I was blocked, and I never spoke to her again. But that was like the worst beef I would say I've ever had with Memecork.
And did you feel like, so with memes and whatnot, it's all just a joke, right? But did it ever become to a point where it's like, oh, like this is like kind of like maybe I shouldn't be messing with this, because that's like, because it could be like making people actually feel bad, you know? It's like one thing to make it funny, but another like for someone to actually like respond to the point where they're like, wow, that made me feel shitty, and then I assume that's not something that you would want.
Yeah, that's like what I meant. Is like when I started, it was just kind of like slightly immature Colin going at it, just like trying to roast everyone in a 500-mile radius. And then like as I got more followers, and like I kind of started to realize like, wait, what you're actually doing like has an influence on people, and like their perspectives and how they treat other people. Which is kind of the reason I stopped, because I don't really like having to like, I don't like having to put people on the spot, especially like once you get that big. It's just kind of like, it's a lot of power that can go the wrong way if you're not smart. And it's like, it's not like a brand or a podcast, you know, that's like easier to like stay centered. But like what my job essentially was, or it wasn't a job, but it was like what I was doing was like more so just to like, you have to make fun of people, and then you also have to like, because like if you don't like make enough fun of people, you don't grow, and you don't get to like have the influence you do. But at the same time, you can't really like overstep, and it's like you try, so you're constant, it's like it's contradicting, so you're trying to find like that fine line of like where you can go.
And did it ever bother you that you were like you got to the point where, okay, yeah, you're growing this, but the only way to grow it is to make fun of people to a better extent?
Yeah, I kind of stepped away. Like in my earlier days, I was kind of like making fun of people specifically. But like, I mean, I've met like half of the people
that you made fun of,
and like I get along with all of them very well, and like it's never really like my opinion. It's just kind of like I think highly of most anyone, and I treat everyone with the same energy that they're giving me, which I guess like they could give it back because I made fun of them. And that's fine. Like I like getting, like, comedy's always been like part of my life and something I like to really delve into, and like I personally believe it's like one of my better personality traits. So like I've just always been like make fun of people, you know, but like, and it's usually lighthearted, and I try not to like really just like, because there's a difference between like making fun of someone or something and like insulting someone in a way that seems like it's like
harmful. But I mean, I agree that, like, I mean, I just was looking at, just reviewing them, which was really funny. I was like on the, like, just waiting for my plane, and I'm like looking at memes, and that's normally something that's like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, I'm like wasting my time, but I'm like, I'm researching. But I was laughing out loud, like this morning, like looking through the memes and like laughing. Oh, it was so funny, because and I think that's why I'm here, is because they really are great. They are so funny. To that core ski community that you were trying to, like, your target, like, people that you were catering that to, you just nailed it. There's a couple that weren't as great.
Yeah, I mean,
but like that's part of it. Like,
that's like content. It's like,
yeah, like I make these, and some of these don't hit with people, or I just don't do that well talking, or I don't ask the right questions. But
that's how it goes.
It's all part of the process, bro.
Yeah, that's just all content. Like whether you make music or you do photography or you do art even, and you draw, like you're always gonna have like off days and like off content that doesn't really like garner the attention you want it to. But you also like know, like as a creator, at least I feel like most people can relate to this in some fashion. It's like, you know, if it's good or bad, and you know when you can do better. Because like sometimes you just don't want to leave people, so you settle for memes, and you just kind of like. And that's one thing I've like learned is like you don't really want to like you never want to look for something out of your back pocket, right? You always want to like try and get what you want and not like look for old content. Like even in photography, like if I want to like post a photo, I want to get content. Like it's never good just to go dig up photos you didn't want before because you had better ones.
Yeah.
And like put them out. So I like really learned that through Meme Cork. You don't really want to like you try and make it the best you can. Sometimes, you know, it's just a vibe. Like some days you feel good and you have a great idea for a meme, and then other days you're sitting there for like 2 hours trying to think of something that's gonna make people laugh, and you're trying too hard. So.
And as you were building up, you did it every day. And how long did you do it for every day? Would you say?
Like some days I would get the idea and I would just do it, and it's like I made them all on my phone, but I tried to make them look like professional meme-y. I don't know, like, because a lot of meme accounts are just kind of like random and low quality, but I tried to like make my memes like the best quality I could. So I'd get the idea most days, and then I'd just go on my phone and like get what I needed, like on like all these apps. Sometimes I'd go into Photoshop. I even went into Premiere Pro a few times and After Effects to like do some like.
There was that one like dun dun dun.
Yeah,
dun,
that.
Dun. And you were like, this took 2 hours to make. Like, yes. Please blow this up.
Yes, exactly.
Did that teach you anything about like work ethic and like contributing to something and seeing it grow, and that was inspirational to you?
Yeah, it did. It was like I thought it was like cool to like have something that like people thoroughly enjoy and like take pride, or I can take pride in. Like a lot of people like attention, and like I feel like everyone does, but like it was just like interesting to see that people like really enjoyed what I was doing and like wanted me to keep like, even still people are like, when's it coming back? When's it coming back?
A year and a half later.
Yeah, I still get DMs like, where are you, man? I miss you. We need a return.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, who knows? But
we shall see.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever truly knows anything, but it's just it's all a journey.
Yeah.
And like I just have like different creative things I'm focused on at the moment, because you always just kind of jump around. You try new things, and the one that worked was the meme page.
Yeah, dude. Would you say that memes and Meme Cork are would you qualify it, and do you think others would qualify it as a form of art? Or where would you put it in? I
definitely like make my own like content and like have my own art, literally. But I don't know. I like to think it was. I guess it's like comedic art, because it's like it's not art in itself, but it's like an idea that was formulated and put into the language of comedy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's like it just really, I don't know, like it resonates with people, and it just makes their day better if they can relate to it. And that's like all it was really about, was kind of just like giving people something, like, because I remember like I would follow great accounts that post funny stuff, and maybe they post like once a day, twice a day, but every time I see it I'm like interested. I'm like, what do they have to say today? And like for that like blip of a moment, it like made my day better.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what my goal was, like going into it. So it's like I want people to see this and like enjoy it every time they see it to the extent that they can, or just like at the very least just find it dramatic enough to like read into it and be invested in the content.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Truth.
I would say that. And then I tried to do like all sorts of different stuff with it. Like I had a podcast for 2 episodes.
Yeah. And why did you start that?
We just kind of decided to. I just did it off my computer, like voice call on the desktop, and I would like pull stuff up. Not as cool as World's podcast. Like, I didn't go to meet people. I just kind of called them in. And
hey, dude, I literally did that too for my first 13 episodes.
Oh,
it was all on Zoom.
Yeah. It was going well, and then I had a co-host, and like we just kind of fell out of it. He was busy because he was skiing and like kind of off. He was living here. I wasn't here yet. I was in Boulder at the time, and it just kind of fell apart. But
yeah,
I was kind of bummed it fell apart, because we had like some good guests lined up. Like I think we even had Henrik Harlow had agreed to do one.
Really?
Yeah, and like it all fell off. And
dang.
We had like a bunch of pro skiers that were interested. I think the one we did do was just, the first one was me and him, and the second one we got the owner of Vishnu Skis on, and he's a character. Shout out to Emmett.
Yeah.
He's kind of, I don't know if he watches too much of anything, but if you're seeing this, Emmett, hello.
Truth. So then you got 1,000 subscribers and followers, and what were your milestones, and what did you take away when you got to like 10K or 20K or 25, and when did it become just like, it's hard to even like grasp how many people that really is?
Yeah. When that first, like when I got to the K, I was like, holy, there's a K in one of my account's names.
Yeah.
And it really clicked because like I had all these new features, like I could link stuff in my story, and I like had more analytics and like content like privileges. But like it didn't really hit that I had that many people following me until I was around like 20. I think it's at like 24 now because it's been losing followers since it's been inactive. But I had I think 27,000 at the peak.
Wow. Before
I really stopped. And I probably could have kept going, but
you just kind of hit that mental.
Yeah, I was just like busy with other stuff as we've discussed earlier.
Yeah.
Just like mentally again, just had a lot of issues that were way more pressing than posting memes every day. And so I was just really. Wait, where were we? I forgot. I started going off on the tangent.
No, you're good.
Oh yes. So when I first realized like how many people that was, I think I went to like a soccer stadium around Boulder, Farron Field. I don't know what it's called in Boulder. I forget the name. I'm sorry, Buffs. It's like the big arena there, and I had seen how many people had seated, and I was like, dang, my account could like fill this place up and have people waiting in line.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's
crazy,
insane to me. And then like I like Googled the Broncos stadium, and it was like could still be filled up with the amount of people I had.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could fill up Broncos, or I don't know, like I could fill up a football stadium with the amount of people that follow my account.
Yeah, that's insane.
And that was like crazy to me that was like even an option, or like just something I had done.
Yeah.
And so that's when it really clicked, because I was like, wait, because I started viewing the followers as like individual people, and like what that would amount to.
With their own lives and their own. Yeah.
It's just,
I think that for a lot of big, like if you had like a big account, it would seem like it's just a number, you know? You don't really think about those as each individual people.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's crazy. So you stopped.
Yes.
And then you moved on to the more artistic stuff that you talked about.
Yes.
And what does that look like for you?
As of recently, I've been making like music.
Okay.
But like I always
plug your music thing.
It's Odell Bradley Jr.
Okay.
On SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music. But I'm really just trying to learn the basics right now. I have made some stuff, but like again, I always strive for like the best I can do. So I'm really trying to learn like music production and all sorts of stuff right now.
What's your DAW?
My DAW.
What DAW do you use? Digital audio workstation.
Logic Pro.
True.
Yeah. And I've used Ableton a little bit, but I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah.
But I've been really trying to get like good at that, and then always I'm doing like photography, because that's like, I think that's probably like my favorite thing to do. It's just like every time I get the opportunity to like go create dope photos, it just like releases like endorphins. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like
you got the passion.
Exactly. It's just like, sick. And you're looking for cool stuff that no one else would see, and like angles. It's just like a great way to like express yourself creatively.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like just all sorts of stuff. I kind of jump around, but like I think I told you earlier that my goal is to like have a solid understanding of like video, photo, audio, design, like just all of it.
Art stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Creative.
So then I feel like comfortable like semi like discussing and getting myself into whatever I need to in the form of like media.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's the goal.
And how do you feel that what you learned while making Meme Cork, and basically throughout that whole process, how do you feel like what you learned there can contribute to you being a happier, more successful, not stable. I don't know why I said stable.
No, I get what you're saying.
Let me rephrase this.
You go for it.
How do you feel that what you did with Meme Cork can contribute to you creating a better future within media and within creative like outputs and stuff in the future?
Okay. I feel like it really taught me a lot about like social media marketing, how you grow content, what content is like it taught me what people want, at least in skiing, but like again, as we said earlier, like you want unique content, you want to have your own twist on it, you want to do something no one else is doing in the most creative way possible, and you want to have fun and you want to enjoy it when you do it. But also, like again, it was like an experience with like a big account with all these people and like this influence in it, and you like and just like on a personal level, it like taught me like again boundaries with like comedy and all sorts of stuff. And like honestly, the most valuable thing of Meme Cork was getting to meet so many people because of it. Because now like I met you because of it, for instance, and like I've met like pro skiers because of it that like came up to me, and like I get to meet all these kids out here, and they know, like when I went to Boulder especially, like most of the time you have to like introduce yourself, you have to really get to know people, but like they had like figured out that I was Meme Cork, and like it gives people like a face to the name, so when you meet people, it's like they semi know like where you're coming from, who you are. And so like I would just like run into someone, they're like, oh, you did the Meme Cork thing, and I was like, yeah, that was me. And like then we just hit it off, and I get to talk to this person, and it made it easier to like meet these people in skiing, at least, and like around. And that's probably what I cherish most. But again, I think it really did help with content creation and taught me a lot of lessons moving forward.
What do you want to do in the future? What's next for Colin Odell Jr.?
Colin Odell Jr. I mean, you never know, but I mean, hopefully something I enjoy doing, because I feel like that's what everyone wants to do. Like, I just want to find some sort of way I can do something I'm passionate about and make money doing it, as anyone wants to. But as of now, no idea. We'll get done with the media production in school. We'll do all sorts of new projects, and if something happens, something happens.
Figure it out.
Yeah, but I just try to live like week by week, day by day.
I like that.
Yeah. So I don't really have like, I think you today and then like seeing my friends tonight is like the furthest I have planned right now. And applying to classes.
Yeah, true.
But it can be good or bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Doing it that way. But I find it relaxing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely way more relaxing. What do you have any last words about Meme Cork, or just about you and yourself to people? Something that people don't know or that they can find value in?
I don't know. I'm just all over the board. Like I don't know. I just really appreciated like this experience today. It gave me something to do. I got to meet Max, and I got to like talk about things I was passionate about. Go bounce on like trampolines and have fun again.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like it's just been a good experience, and I'm sure Max will do great things with his content and his podcast and whatever he does.
Yeah.
But failure is success, right? So the more you like fail at something and learn, the better off you are in the future. I guess that would be a good ending message.
True that. Well, thank you, Colin.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Meme Cork.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. That was super fun. So
I hope the flight was worth it.
Dude, 100%. So much fun.
Hell yeah.
Such a blast.
That's the goal.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Bye. And so concludes 4 hours in Salt Lake City. These beautiful mountains over there. So fun. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Mr. Meme Cork. Thank you all for watching and listening and coming along on this here adventure. That was freaking awesome. I'm gonna do more of these. Let me know if you want me to fly out to your city for the day, because I will do it. I need to make more money before I do that, but hell yeah. So fun. Thanks, guys. Peace out.